Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, and it's Sarah on Saturday. Oh, yes, it is. And aren't we having fun so far? So as you can see, I had a little haircut yesterday, and look at this. I'm matching my bathrobe. I mean, does it get any better than this? You just don't know what it's like being me, trying to round up the right color purple, getting the haircut, putting on the bathrobe. It's a full-time job, I'm telling you. So here it is, Saturday. Oh boy, do you guys have a list a mile long? Yep, that's what happens on Saturday. We do a to-do list with 28 items on it, and we get to 3. But that's okay, because lists work. They work for me. I feel productive when I do them. So I hope everybody is planning on a nice keto weekend, that you don't have any messy Monday in mind with your foods. You're not already deviously planning what you're going to have that would not be keto as defined by, oh, maybe me. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably a little bit stricter than most. So, you know, Greg is a standard American diet person who does eat OMAD. But I guess on my video last night showing my scrambled eggs, somebody spied one of his standard American diet items in the background. And I laughed because people have eyes for those things, especially if they've gone keto and they've kind of swept the house clean of the stuff. And I told her I've just gotten so used to the squinting that, I don't even realize it's there anymore, which is a good thing if you have to live with people that don't eat the same things as you. And you're troubled by things that, why they get to have them and I never do. Not that we've ever been bratty, right? So then another person who I interviewed a couple of weeks ago, it hasn't aired yet, she comments on one of my videos and she said that she appreciated me talking to her about true hunger. And all of a sudden, this visual came to my mind about a video game, a keto video game. And, you're the warrior, you're the keto warrior. And you've just, you've got this great big sweeping, long-nailed hand that you're pushing all of the keto, non-keto saboteurs out of your way. All those people that, they're, here, you have to try some. It's so good. You loved it before. Remember you ate almost the whole tray? Oh, yeah, I do remember very well. And they push, or the products in the supermarkets that you can smell, or the products that are new and out there. I still get Hungry Girl feeds almost every day. And Lisa Lillian, she used to be on Dr. Oz a lot, and talking about her food finds for the week. And, although she's very sweet and generous with breaking them down, how many carbs, fats, and grams of protein there are in them, she doesn't have the carb thing that we do. So, it's like, so anyway, here's this keto warrior getting to that true hunger, especially if you're one meal a day. It's like hour 18, you're subjected to somebody at the office, or somebody with, let's get takeout, or going to somebody else's house for a dinner and just trying to see if you can figure out what's going to be keto about it. When in doubt, bring your own. That's what I say. And always the little baby food jar, the glass baby food jar with the plastic top in neon colors from Amazon of macadamia nut oil. And you're golden if if that person has a salad. And so pushing away all these things to get to the true hunger. And we probably, the longer we're doing keto with carbs under 20 and stuff, the more we're used to going along and just doing discerning in our head without even realizing that at one point, walking by that thing or not smelling that thing or unable to, you don't even see that thing that you have to be around constantly and get used to. Suddenly, you're not even thinking about that anymore. And when you first start keto, getting past that is just like, that's so huge, especially if you're going from 3 meals and snacking every day down to maybe some form of a coffee, maybe with fat in it, maybe not, to like waiting until like 11 or 12 to have your first meal. And that was like earth shattering. Remember how wonderful that was when you accomplished that? And we forget what we've given up. Just the giving up of the sugars and the grains and the seed oils just to get to like, where we can even look at our meals for the day and maybe, subtract 1 or 2 of them. It's so amazing the progress we make. And, we have messiness in our lives. It's not perfect. Not everybody lives alone in a keto sterile environment where everything that they have is like keto friendly. They don't even, they don't have grandchildren coming over that have to have the CRAP. And don't you feel awful when you serve like kids candy or bakery items or any of that stuff? Like here comes the next big candy holiday, right? Peeps. And so when she mentioned getting to the true hunger, it is kind of amazing. Each step that we take and we've been indoctrinated into our fairly strict and disciplined and structured keto, whether you weigh or measure, it doesn't matter, but just the food items alone and how we, what used to be the big hurdle is now it's just another day. It's just another day. We face this that we have to push aside and this that we have to push aside. And what used to be the toughest thing in the world is now pretty easy. And now we're faced with other challenges, like when something stops working for us or they hear somebody in a video and it's like, oh, maybe I could work on the artificial sweeteners or the diet soda or the 19 cups of coffee that you have every day or, giving up half and half. Something like that. It's quite the turn of events for us. And my hat is off to all of you for doing that. It's even more interesting. If you come from a Weight Watcher background where it's always points and how many you have left over and do you spend them at the end of the day on WW point friendly items, maybe even some of their CRAP. And, it's a whole different empty out your head from everything you heard before in WW and other programs and learn that it doesn't go that way. That, some people still have some fruit, some berries here. Some people maybe even have some low carb flour items. I don't know. Some people may even have shakes. Some people may even have what I call candy bars with wigs, which are also known as Quest bars and things like that. And so maybe it's time to look at not having those. There's nothing that gets us looking at what we're eating like a stall or a plateau or even a weight gain, right? We think we're going along just fine. And sometimes when we lose our weight, we get used to that momentum and we think every week should be another 2-pound week. And it might not be because we have to do more work. And there's a whole bunch of healing that goes on inside of us. And who even knows scientifically how long it takes? If you've been metabolically deranged, my favorite term, somehow I'll fit that on my gravestone, metabolically deranged for 30, 40, 50, 60 years with the standard American diet fare and thinking we're doing the right thing, egg whites and low fat and fat-free half and half and, tons and tons and tons of veggies, all those sort of things. And, it just stops working. And so we have a lot of learning to do, a lot of, clearing out all those tall, brushes and weeds and all those sort of things to get to what our truth is about what our food program is and does for us. That's why a lot of people are just so tickled to be carnivore because they can have, any animal product that they want. Maybe they still have coffee, maybe sometimes an avocado, maybe, a little bit of chocolate and maybe some other indulgence along the way, but their day-to-day operations is easy. Oh, yeah, I have 10 ounces of burger at noontime. And then for dinner, I'll have a pork chop or two, and I'll have, or a steak or something like that. Done. Easy. You know, the question marks are all taken away, and people feel great doing it. And so, you know, a lot of them find that that works. Do they miss some of the other things that they used to have, like me having my baby butter lettuce? They might, but they find that the simplicity of it, the head shuts down finally. You know, it just closes down on all the difficulties of like, what can I have? What's low carb? What's this? What's that? And they find just a freedom, you know. I find a freedom in keto, and I have basically the same things, you know, every single day, Monday through Friday. It's that little salad with the macadamia nut oil and the ghee. The ghee is melted into the macadamia nut oil. Fake news, fake food questioned that. He said, that don't look like ghee to me. Well, it is. It's melted into the macadamia nut oil. I put it in a little teacup on top of the toaster oven. So when I'm heating our plates for dinner, you know, it gets melted in. And then my portion of protein. That's it, Monday through Friday. Sunday, we cook on the big green egg. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's a great big dimpled green egg. And we cook on that with smoking chips, and it's just divine, especially when it's a U.S. wellness French ribeye. Oh, yeah, if you haven't had one, yeah. That's your last supper if you end up in prison, just so you know. Just keep it in mind if you're scheduled to be executed. Yeah, I want the U.S. wellness French ribeye, please. Yeah. And then I have the veggies, a small portion of asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. And that's Sunday, and then Saturday's the keto pizza. But Monday through Friday, it's like, you know, I know when I do my videos, people are saying, oh, why does she even bother? Because somebody new might be watching for the first time, and they don't know me, so they don't know that I've got a daily posting of pretty much the same thing. They might be seeing it for the first time, and that's how they get introduced to Pearls of Wisdom and food. So that's why that's there. And if you're hungry, watch it after you eat. That's all I can say. So, okay, it's Saturday. You're going to stay out of trouble today, right? You're going to, like, do some crossing off of your to-do list. That's what I'm doing today. And then you're going to enjoy your day, enjoy your keto food, not get into trouble, get a good night's sleep, and have fun. Keto's the bomb. Yeah, it works for me. Thanks so much for watching. And PayPal donations are always welcome. Thank you. I do have mugs available. See below where you see my email address, and I'll direct you to the video that has all the information about the mugs. It's like a short little video about mugs. And there's ketocoachingsarah.com, ketocoachingsarah.com, where you can just learn about what it is that you're doing that may be stalling you out. We work with the chronometer, and I'm able to see your foods, make comments, make suggestions. And for some people, it works. It just gets them back on track along with weighing and measuring. It's just a little reconfigure, a little back to basics. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Sarah on Saturday. We're here. We're here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.